Welcome to another episode of Healthy Living. My name's Cole, I'm your host. And today we're going to be looking at pancakes. Now pancakes are kind of tricky. You can buy them out of the pack, Aunt Jemima, Happy Jack, that kind of thing. And they already have quite a bit of sugar. So if you consider that you've already made the pancake that has sugar in it, and then you douse it down with maple syrup, you're ready for a type 1 diabetes heart attack, right? So we don't want to go there. And what I was looking at trying to do is make it a little bit more savory, keep the sweetness, but also add quite a bit that's healthy to it. So I'm talking about apple pancakes with a custom apple sauce and raisins, and it is really delicious. Let's have a look at how we do it.
Apples that have kind of got a bit soft, and when I eat my apples I like them crisp and hard. So I'm going to make a sauce with these and use them as a base for pancake mix or an additive to a different style of dessert. At this juncture what I've done is I've sliced them up, I'm boiling them a little bit. I've left the skin on because the skin is highly nutritious, and then I'll work with them from there. Let's see how this works out. Fork, you can test the apples to see how soft they are. You'll see here as I poke the apple here, that's gone pretty soft. Now they're ready to be mixed up. I'm using my my oyster, which is a blender here, and I'm going to put this in here even while it's boiling and just start blending it up softly. Right? Just be careful of a little bit of splashing and things like that. Right? So you do it gently. Okay, and you'll find here that you'll soften it out and you'll make a nice sauce. Let's see how that works out in a second. Okay, so you can see I've mixed the sauce in a bowl because it prevents splashing, and it is hot. I still took it straight out from the bowl. I didn't take any water off. It was boiling hot and just blended it up. And you'll see here it's a nice rich sauce. There's a little bit of skin, but it's not obvious. It just added a little bit more texture. And of course it's healthier for you too, having the skin with it. You'll see there it's not too runny. I added probably about half a cup of water and about 8 or 10 apples in there, so it came out quite good. In terms of taste, I haven't added any sugar. I haven't added anything else. It's just the raw apple. Now naturally it's very sweet as it is. If I wanted to add a little bit more flavor to it in terms of sweetness, I might add some raisins, or I might add some agave, right, to sweeten it up just a touch. But this is perfect as it stands. I'll probably mix in some raisins and a touch of cinnamon to add a little bit more to the flavor for the pancakes. Let's see how this starts to come together. I've mixed up my Hungry Jack pancake mix. I'm using the Hungry Jack light and fluffy pancake mix, which calls for 2 cups of the mix, 1½ cups of water, 1 egg, and a 1/4 cup of oil. Now what I've done is I put 1 cup of water in and ½ a cup of my applesauce. I've added the egg, which I'm never keen about, but nonetheless 1 egg's okay. And I've added in the 1/4 cup of oil. I've mixed it all up so I have a nice fluffy mix, which has a hint of apple now all throughout the flavor. I'm going to cook the pancakes, and then we're going to put our applesauce over the top and see how it turns out. While the pancakes are cooking, I've also, with my sauce, made a few enhancements. I added some ground cinnamon, some vanilla, a splash of agave to add a little bit more sweetness to it, and a small packet of sun-made raisins. I'm going to let this sit and soak up the flavors and mix in a little bit better. Presently it tastes very nice, so it'll be a nice addition to the pancake, a nice topping. Much nicer than maple syrup, far more healthier, and let's have a look at how it all comes together. Pancake, what I do is I just lay it all out in the pan just as one large piece, let it cook to the point where I know it's ready to turn, maybe slice it up into quarters so I can layer it, and that's pretty easy. It makes it very easy to do pancakes. Pancakes, and in each layer I've added the sauce, the applesauce, so it'll go all the way through. I put a nice healthy dab of it on top. You'll notice it's brown because of the cinnamon, and a little bit on the side. And this is ready to serve. It's delicious, it's healthy, it's pretty low in carbs. It's not bad for you at all, and it tastes really good. It's a kind of dessert treat. You add a little bit of ice cream with it for the kids. It's a nice alternative to anything that's too high in sugar and things like that.